Alright, what's good, boys? Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to edit fast. So I'm gonna give y'all some tips and tricks. But before we start, we're doing a Viva giveaway on Instagram. So if you guys want to be entered, all you have to do is be subbed with notifications on and follow my Instagram. Link is in the description. Also follow all of my other social media, my Twitter and all that. But yeah, that's how you guys enter. Sub with noties on and go follow my Instagram. Link is in the description. And before we start, I upload and stream every single day, so if you guys can sub and turn on notifications, I'll appreciate it. And the ratio of people who aren't subbed who are watching and the people who are subbed are really bad. So majority of the people who are watching aren't actually subbed, so if you guys can just hit the sub button for me, upload and stream every single day. Okay, first off, starting off real simple with like how to edit fast. You want to have like good bonds, okay? Your bonds are the most important thing. You have to find a good edit and select that you want to spam, you know, like if you want to spam edit and like all that, you have to have like you have to have good binds for that. You can't have like shitty binds, and you can't just like edit fast if you don't have good binds that you're comfortable with. So I edit with I use my edit as my left paddle. I use paddles, by the way. So I edit with my left paddle and I select with my R2, so the trigger, not the bumper, the trigger. Okay, so it's like that. I know some people think that the bumper is faster than the trigger, which it is, because you know some people like need trigger stoppers to press the trigger really fast, but for me it feels like it's really natural and comfortable for me, so that's why I'm comfortable while I play. And really, I play on edit and release, so I don't have to confirm every time. So if you guys aren't on edit and release, I really recommend that you guys do that. Unless you're comfortable using unless you're really comfortable using double edit binds, and I recommend that you should at least try out edit and release before judging it. So if you guys aren't using it, just try it one time, see how it feels, and if it doesn't feel good, just switch back to double binds. But I do use double binds to reset. I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, you want to have good binds. So my edit and select are the perfect binds for me. And like, see the resets, like all my binds are really good for me. So I know what I want to do. I know like I'm comfortable while playing, and that's really one tip itself. Just find the right binds. And next we're gonna go into sensitivity. So sensitivity. Alright, and I'm gonna say this once. Just because you want to edit fast doesn't mean you have to have a fast sensitivity, okay? So look, I will give you guys a little tip right here. If you feel like you're editing slow and you don't wanna raise your sense and mess up your aim, go to your foot controller. This is like I don't know, it like makes you feel faster when you edit. You enable it, and sometimes I switch between 50 and 100. Sometimes when I feel too fast, I go to 50. And sometimes when I feel too slow, I go all the way to 100. Right now I'm on 100 and it feels perfect, and like I really like it, so I'm gonna just stick to it to 100. So you just play around with that. Make sure it's on. Don't touch foot controller dead zone. Just go to max throttle, and notice how my dead zone is like really high, because I like good crosshair placement. So for example, this little thing with the dot, that's your crosshair. So if you have bad crosshair placement, your aim is going to be literally terrible. That goes for edits as well. So when you have to like really aim your crosshair to get these tiles off. And some people really exaggerate the movement that they have to do to edit. So for example, they'll try to do a double edit like this, not a double edit, just edit two tiles. They'll be all over the place. They'll start here and go all the way over here just to edit, and like triple edit. They'll go all the way like this, and it's really messy. All you really have to do is move like the slightest movements. Like you don't have to do anything. Just like that. Just like that. It's really simple, and like sometimes you can just edit without really moving. It's like, I don't know, you don't really want to move your crosshair because that's gonna mess up everything you do. Sorry, and I just got on to make this video, so I'm not really warmed up, but that's another thing. Crosshair placement is very important, so you just want to find like the perfect dead zone like settings for you. before you like, don't be afraid to switch your bonds either. You can switch your bonds. It's not too late to switch your bonds and your sensitivity. Just make sure your sensitivity works with your aim and your builds. You don't want to just prioritize editing, because that's not, editing isn't like the only thing you need. You need your aim, you need your builds, you need like a good sense, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's another tip. Okay, so on to what we were talking about before with the resets. I reset with double bonds, and if you guys haven't watched, I won't go into depth with this, but I'm just saying, if you haven't watched my how to reset instantly video, you guys need to go watch that. Like right now, it's gonna be above on your on the top right of your screen. You go click that and come back. But yeah, I reset pretty fast for controller. Like, it's really instant. And I do that because I have double edit bonds. So I'm a single bond editor, but you know, confirm edit and release doesn't work for a reset. So you have to use, you don't have to use double bonds, but I use double bonds for resetting. So I edit, edit, reset, and confirm with 3 different buttons. I used to edit and select. I used to edit and confirm with the same button. So that was really like, it was bad. So I couldn't really. I'll explain it. I'll go more into depth on it later, but watch that video if you haven't already. But I click all 3 buttons at the same time and boom, it instantly resets. Okay. See how like it's really as fast as I edit. So boom, 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 boom. It's really like really instant. So it's literally the same speed as my edits. So that's a +1. Okay, and for the next tip, what you want to do if you want to like have less input delay, turn off motion blur. You don't need motion blur whatsoever. If you want to look good, like say if you want to look smooth, you want to have motion blur, you can add RSMB in your videos. Like you can edit it and add in motion blur. You don't have to play with motion blur on. So that's really useless to have it on, because it's gonna like make you choppy and like have more delay. Also, make sure you're on edit and release. I'm just saying, it helps a lot. So in the same tab where the edit and release is, you want to scroll all the way down and you want to turn all 3 replays off. You don't want anything running in the background that can give you more input delay than you already have. Since we're controller players, we always have input delay no matter what. So you want to turn all these off. You want to have the least edit delay as possible, so you can edit at not your max, but you can edit at the like almost the max speed that you can be. Let me see. Where's it? Oh yeah, here. You can go to subtitles here, wherever it is. Okay. Subtitles here, options. You can turn all of these on the lowest possible. Like I'm saying, you don't have to do this. I'm just saying it helps. Every small change helps to have the least input delay as possible. So you can turn all of these down. You don't want these on. There's no need to have these on. So all the random settings that you don't have any business having on, just turn it off. And one more thing, what you want to do, well, for my PC players, you already know, generic is 3 platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, and generic. Generic is proven to be the one with the least input delay, so that's another thing. You already have less input delay. If you didn't have any of these on and you just turned all of them off plus this, you're gonna feel so like smooth and free. So you want to turn on generic, and this one works for everybody right here. Find the unbound bond. So this is what it said for my touchpad. So this is why it says this. So what you want to do is go to an unbound bond. So let's say I clicked this, but this was my unbound bonds. This is what I changed it to. So this said unbound right here. I clicked it. I went all the way down to where I found switch most nice edit. So if this was your unbound bond, I'd click it, go all the way down to switch most nice edit, and I'll press it. But in this case, it's my touchpad. So you do that and you're done. You exit out, and how you know you did it, you pull out your builds. When it's the unbound bond that you picked, so mine was touchpad, so touchpad pops up on my little thing right here, and it has a circle around it. That's how you know that you did it, when it has a circle. And you should feel like completely like free and like smooth. Like you should feel like amazing if you did all of these right. It's really easy. Also, I'm gonna try to hook you guys up. I'll do one more. This right here, speed pads. You know, you can do speed. I don't really use speed pads anymore, but this really helps. It's like, it makes you fast, obviously. So when you edit, you're not gonna like You're not gonna be good at it. Like, I don't do speed pads, so I'm not good with speed pads. Like, I suck with speed pads, but you can like try to do your regular like free build, edit free build like with the speed pad on. But once you take it off, I end the game by accident. Okay. Once you take it off, you're gonna feel really slow, but it's gonna be normal speed. So, for example, say if we just spent 5 minutes or so. Say if we spend 5 minutes or so on the speed pad, when we get off, you just respawn and you won't have it on anymore. It's gonna feel like super slow. But what you don't realize, this is the regular speed, so you're gonna be able to hit every single edit when you're moving, because it's gonna feel like super slow, and it's gonna feel like you have a bunch of time to hit all these edits that you weren't hitting before. So you're basically doing it. You're actually doing it. It just feels slow, but it's the regular speed. So it really helps out, but I don't use it anymore. I don't know. It's really up to you guys, but if you're really serious about editing, then do speed pads, do edit courses. I don't do edit courses either. I just play the game, man. But yeah, these are all tips that can help you. And if I didn't say this already, make sure you know how fast you can really click your edit button. Edit and select button, mostly your edit button. So like the faster you can click your edit button, the faster you're going to be able to edit. That's just how it goes. So just practice spam edit once in a while. Like every time you get into creative, you must practice your spam editing, because it's not just spam editing. Like it depends on how fast you can triple edit, how fast you can edit down. Like it really helps. Like clicking your button really fast, you got to get used to clicking on your buttons, get used to your buttons, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, if this helped you out, make sure you sub, like, and turn on notifications. Once again, if you guys want to enter the VBuck giveaway we're doing soon, all you have to do is subscribe, turn on notifications, and follow my Instagram. Link is in the description. And yeah, make sure you guys are using code AgroJersey in the item shop. And yeah, I'm out.